Good morning. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday morning outside. I just went for my walk and there was only 4 cars on the road. It was like I owned the whole town. The sky was completely blue, not a chemtrail in the sky. The sun was beaming bright, and it's just interesting because it was only a week ago there was like no bloom. We've had one of the longest, it seemed like winter just didn't want to go away. So in just a week, everything is just kicking it. It's in full bloom everywhere. Rhododendrons and fruit trees and, all the little wildlife and wildflowers that just grow along the road. And so it's just divine. This is my day 7. So I feel like I'm in complete coordination, in a perfect timing, because I feel like I'm in the same space, that I'm coming out of dormancy and that I'm in full bloom. And so now for a week, I've been just breathing and drinking urine and sipping a little distilled water here and there, but staying true to my intent, which is to completely kick the habit of food. And by doing so, I also want to basically prove that we don't need food to live. But on top of that, more importantly, is that I'm healing, and I'm healing rapidly. And this is where it really gets fun. I'm starting to have fun. I'll just show you, like my hand. Okay, let's see if we can get the camera right. A week ago, this was 1 week ago on Monday when I saw the therapist, I could touch this finger and I could just barely touch this finger. But now I'm touching this finger, and now I'm touching this finger, and I'm getting like full bends. I'm starting to get a lot of movement. Now, my other hand is like just wow. I mean, just awesome. So here's what I learned, that had I waited to have my surgery, because both hands were exactly the same condition, they were decrepit and they were really sore. Had I had waited, I may have never needed surgery at all. That's just the truth. Because so far, now here's where it really gets fun. I was thinking about this on my walk today, that I learned about urine therapy 100 days ago. And I studied it for a short time, and then I started in. It was on January 23rd. I just jumped in. I started doing urine therapy, and I quit eating cooked food. I did both those things. I just stopped and started. And my life has just dramatically improved. And I'll never turn back. And now that I started doing the breathing thing and cut food out altogether, it has become a complete paradigm shift altogether. I'm in full bloom. So something that has been critical to all of this, so that's been so helpful. Number one, my manual training books, because I read them religiously now. I started reading Dave Murphy's book again. I started that one last night because I just finished The Higher Consciousness. And at this time, I'm just going to rotate basically between these 3 books and just keep it going. But what has been more important than any of that is people that have been actually listening to these videos and giving me comments and showing support in such a loving way. And it moves me. Yeah, I really appreciate it, because without that, I mean, every day when I turn on the computer and I read those comments that you leave and showing the love and the support that you do, it just inspires me to keep going, because it is a dirty pool trick, the mind. It'll want to, it'll want to keep turning to the, different stunt doubles and checking in. And I'm determined. I really am. I'm determined, and I am disciplined. I am. And I become more willful in my discipline every day. And it's a testament to, I really want to show other people that they can heal themselves. I think this has now become my perfect mission, my task in life. And I don't know why I'm just so inspired, because, I've done a lot of sales. I've had great success in multi-level marketing, big time. I've had huge success selling advertising. I've done a lot of different things, big deal. But what I love about this is that I don't have to sell anything. Nothing. It's all free. And I really do love that part. It's all free. I even get to make my own, at-home beverage for free. Isn't that great? I think it's great. So, I wanted to tell you one other little quick story, because I got an email this morning, and I rarely get emails. But it's from a person I gave my card to, and excuse me, he was my driver this last week when I went to my therapist. And I told this in an earlier video, but I'll keep it short, is that I told this guy all about urine therapy and how much it cured me. And he was very interested, and so while he was waiting for me, while I was in my appointment, he started urine therapy. And he's already been rubbing his body, and I'm just like, wow, man, look at you go. And but anyway, he was having a number 2 movement that got out of control, and he had a customer, and he was driving a long distance, and so it turned out to be a little embarrassing for him, and I understand. So he wanted to know what I could tell him about that. And I was honest, because I've had to change my pants because of squirts, and it's because the body's detoxing, and that's all I told him. It's a good sign. Your body's detoxing. It just happened to be in an uncomfortable moment, and it turned out a little embarrassing. But don't get off course, And I told him to just watch more videos, look into some reading material, because I think these are all essential. When you understand that there's other people out there that have already kind of blazed the trail ahead of us. And when I was listening to Dave Murphy and Andrew Norton Weber, they were on a radio interview, and they were talking, and it was Andrew that said, at this point, we're looking for a 100th monkey. And I don't know why, but that just kind of struck a chord with me. And, I feel that's who I am, the 100th monkey, the 100th monkey in bloom. So here it is, 100 days later since I heard about urine therapy. And so far, I've totally I changed everything. I have a completely different tempo. I have cured myself. I'll tell you, everything that has gone away since I started this, like just under 100 days ago. I have arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, degenerative discs in my lower lumbars, sciatica, cramps, and COPD. Yeah. In like less than 100 days. And now I'm doing the breatharian thing too on top of it, the urinarian thing. And I just feel my life totally changing. Totally. And I'm so excited about it. I feel like a wildflower in springtime, just blooming on the side of the road in the sunshine. I feel like the golden boy, the 100th monkey, getting ready to shake it up. And I'm going to continue shaking it up because why not? It's fun. I love telling people about this stuff. And here, I got another thing I've just reminded myself of is that, see, none of the people that actually know me, even my closest friends, they don't watch my videos. Nobody puts a like. Nobody makes a comment. They don't even talk to me. My kids aren't even calling me. And I trust it. Everybody's got busy lives and this, that, and the other. But, you know, everybody's hooked up to technology. Nobody's fooling anybody. And they think that I have lost my mind. But see, they're not even listening. They don't even want to hear it. Pretty interesting, eh? You know, little do they know at this point, I have an audience growing. And that's not an ego stroke. It's just what's so. And I had no idea. If anybody told me 3 months ago I'd be sitting here in front of a camera talking about drinking pee and never eating again, I would have told them, what? You're out of your mind. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. But here I am. And, you know, I have followers now that are all over the planet. And they're leaving comments and showing love and support. And it's reciprocated. So I have a new family. I found my tribe. And I'm okay with that. I don't trip on anybody. Nobody. I love everyone. I just do. It's the human thing to do. So I want to share a poem with you that just seems fitting this morning. It's from my book, and you know, I'm a writer. I have archives of stuff, and it's fun for me. So I hope you don't mind, if I may, because I don't read this stuff. I made this stuff so long ago, and so to pull this book out and start looking at these poems and sharing them is just a privilege to me. So you know, I hope you enjoy them. This one's called Bloom. Kind of fitting, I thought. If we see each other through yesterday's eyes, we miss the gift, the present surprise. Moment to moment, day by day, living our lives in a blissful way. Allow the process to transform the space, release the anguish with God-given grace. The paths that we are walking of personal design have similar purpose to have peace of mind. By trusting each other and leaving some room, we can bear witness to each other's bloom. Like that. And, you know, I figure if nobody wants to talk to me about it, they don't want to hear about it, fine. You know, that's up to you. And I love these people, I do. So, you know, maybe someday they'll listen and want to talk to me and not just look at me like I'm some total freak. Although I really am, you know, I am a freak. You know, I'm a born-again old school hippie, you know. I'm born again because I'm in urine therapy. When I was originally born, I was totally in urine therapy. And now I'm being born again. I'm living in the fountain of youth. And I love it. So, I really welcome you to share and like and subscribe and comment. And I love the comments. The comments are so meaningful and important, and I respond to all comments. It's huge to me. So thank you. Thank you very much. And with all that being said, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. It is a beautiful Sunday where I am. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. So, with all that, boom, you've just been loved. See you now.